Hi folks, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. It's a quick update on the allotment and I'm going to show what I've done in the garden to the herb bed. Yep, those raspberries are doing well. I had my niece down the other day and as you can see she weeded this bed for me. She's only 9 and she's done a great job. She spent about 10 minutes weeding this bed, which I was very impressed. I've harvested a few courgettes, they're on the bike. I've got a cucumber that's nearly ready and a few. I know it's late in the season but they took so long of getting off. I've had loads of raspberries and they're very nice. I've had loads of them. She also wanted to help me plant out my I got some winter leeks from Vertigo when I had my week off, so she planted some leeks for me. I know there's a self-sown potato in there. I also got her to put some Christmas potatoes. I will be putting some glass or something over it, make a glass frame or something. This is coming to an end. It should be ready to pick shortly, so we'll see what the horse bucket poo challenge has in store. They're nearly done as well. I think they might have a bit of blight or whatever, but we'll see what happens. Strawberries definitely need sorting out at some point. Yeah, my Swede are coming along, my little gem lettuce are too. And yeah, the dwarf ones are sort of finishing. There's one and there's some little ones there. I'll be pulling out my summer leeks shortly, probably at the weekend. This sunflower snapped off, but it's still got a pretty head on it. I will measure because I think this one was one of the tall ones, so it was up there like that, but it's like snapped off. But I will measure one of my tall ones over the weekend for the hashtag sunflower challenge. My tomatoes, everyone's been getting like ladles of tomatoes and mine are just about starting to ripen up. And I love my tomatoes. I'm a tomato fiend. And my cabbages are hearting up really nicely. I have been picking the few slugs hiding in between them. I saved some of that curly kale for myself. My friend was really grateful of my that I bought them for her. She was really grateful because some of her kale's been eaten. And my tomatoes, I think these were from the tomato that I cut in half and planted because it was a cherry tomato. So there's some lovely cherry tomatoes coming along on the vine. I've been very harsh taking out bits of, you know, what they're called. I can't remember. But my sweet corn, that should be nearly ready soon. And I think that's about it for the allotment. I do need to weed. I also, you know, I wanted that big thornless blackberry bush, Stu, from the petals on the paving slabs. On my week off, my friend took me to Vertigo, so I got some winter leeks and the potatoes. But we were right to wait until I got back home, because I got this nice little thornless blackberry. That's the name, blackberry, black something, can't read it, but yeah, thornless blackberries. So that will be going in. I'll show you my problem. Because I have a blackberry bush and I don't like the thorns and they're really horrible and they prick you. This is my current blackberry bush and it hasn't fruited as much this year. But it backs onto the strawberry bed, and when I sort the strawberries I get jagged, so I think what I'll do at the weekend, I'm just going to cut the whole thing back since there's no blackberries on it. Go harsh, cut it back and move it somewhere down the bottom end. There's also a self-sown blackberry bush as well next to the global artichoke, which, Stu, if you've got a global artichoke in your garden, mine's a bit slow this year, but they get pretty big. This is a global artichoke. They get very big and they take up a lot of space. So there's a preview of half its size this year, because I had two, but I moved them into this bed, and I think one of them died due to me moving it. But there's the other blackberry bush that's self-sown. That's going to have to be dug out. And I think that's about it for the allotment. I'll have a couple of minutes to show you the back garden. This week's harvest: a bit of kale, courgettes and some runner beans. So still waiting on the tomatoes, so stay tuned, we'll go to the garden. Welcome back, guys, from the herb bed. I've been trimming and tidying it up. Give the chives a good chop and give this thing a good chop back. Put my mint plant in there. I've got another mint which is actually, I thought was dead, but it's showing signs of life. Green sage. I don't know what that is. I think my sister put that in. No idea. Lavender. Some sweet peas, finally. And a tomato plant that was self-sown in the greenhouse, so I decided to just stick it there. I had no room. More sweet peas, finally. And we've got a few different bits and pieces scattered about. Yeah, finally coming out. Yeah, that one's finished. But eventually the garden has come to being quite nice. My pepper plant, I need to take all the stuff around it, and some tomatoes in there, and my onions left to dry, which I got the idea from the Zorab. Down there is some seed trays with propagator lids, so when it's like a reservoir, so I fill it up every so often, and it's keeping these tomatoes well hydrated. So that's it for now. Got some nice dahlias in the hanging baskets, so don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.